look, I decided to do this rose gold retro inspired makeup look. I don't know what it was. I just was really into like the rose gold vibe, and that's just what I was feeling today. But yeah, just to get me to stop talking and get me to stop my constant rambling, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my eyes right now. I have an idea in mind for what I want to do for this like rose gold essence look. I'm gonna start by taking the Anastasia World Traveler palette. This palette I was so obsessed with for the longest time, and I'm so happy I'm digging into it again because I forgot how much I love this palette. So I'm pretty excited today. I'm going to be dipping into the shade Soft Peach, and I'm going to be using this as my transition shade. I'm going to grab my Sigma E40 brush. You can use any regular blending brush for this, and I'm just going to sweep this across my crease. All over my crease using windshield wiper motions. All right, I'm gonna save this palette for later now because I know I'm definitely gonna be digging into that one more time. So the next palette I'm going to be dipping into is the Just Peachy Mattes palette from Too Faced. The first shade I'm going to be dipping into in this palette is the shade Peaches and Cream. It's just gonna be another transition shade I wanna use. I wanna build up a few colors with this look. I'm gonna use that same blending brush we were using before. And again, I'm just gonna drag this all over my crease using windshield wiper motions, and then when there's no product left on the brush, blend it upwards just so we can get a more seamless finish with this. The next shade I'm going to be dipping into in this palette is the shade Just Peachy. Again, just going to be using that exact same blending brush, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Just blend this out all over my crease. Now I'm going to be dipping into this shade in the palette called Fresh Picked. It's just going to give us a little bit more dimension in our crease. I'm going to be using the Morphe M433 brush just because I need something a little bit more precise. And then I'm going to go ahead and pack this, like I said before, on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to drag it across the top of my crease, but try to keep it away from the middle of my lid and then my inner corner. And then when there's no product left on the brush, blend it upwards. I'm going to take some more of that Peaches and Cream, and I'm just going to blend this out at the top just a tiny bit so it's not too harsh and this look is a little bit more seamless. I'm going to grab this shade from ColourPop called Made to Last. I just want to darken up this crease just a tad. And this one has a little bit more pink in it, and I feel like it's going to help us get more of like that rose gold look I'm desiring right now. Same exact thing that we did with that last shade. Keep this in the crease. Keep it away from the middle of the lid and bring it across to your inner corner. Okay, so now for the middle of my lid, I'm going to grab that Anastasia World Traveler palette again, and I'm going to be taking the shade Pink Champagne. I'm just going to use my finger because I feel like that's what's going to give me the most pigmentation. And I'm going to place this in the middle of my lid. I'm also going to take the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Rose Gold Retro. And I'm going to go ahead and just place this in the middle of my lid. It's just going to give us a little bit more of a rose gold look. Kind of want this just all over my lid. This is so pretty. I'm going to grab that shade Made to Last from ColourPop one more time. And I'm just going to blend it in a little bit better so the lines aren't as harsh. I'm going to grab the shade Grandstand from Makeup Geek. And I kind of want to do like an iridescent thing, so I'm going to keep this just there, so that way it does like this really pretty like reflectant look. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just put on some falsies off camera, and I also did just a small thin black liner at the top just because that's what I like. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. That's just what I preferred personally for this look. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my bottom lash line now. I'm going to be taking the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen, and it doesn't say like the color name or anything. I don't think these have names, but this one's in the rose gold color. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this on my waterline. Now, I kind of wanted to do something fun with my lower lash line. Still kind of thinking about it though. I do definitely want to use this again, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette, and I'm going to be dipping into that shade Peaches and Cream. You can use any type of pencil brush for this. This is just the one I prefer. And I'm really going to smoke this one out on my lower lash line. And then I'm really also going to connect this to the top. Now I'm gonna dip back into that shade Fresh Picked, and then same exact thing, connect it at the top, and then drag it across my lash line. I'm gonna grab that Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Rose Gold Retro one more time. And then I think I wanna put this on one of my tiny brushes. And I'm just gonna place this on my inner corner and drag it out to my lower lash line. I'm gonna take my blending brush and I'm just going to blend that out so there are no harsh lines. For my inner corner and brow bone highlight today, I am going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. I just think this has like that peachy rose gold look, so I really want to use this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and place this on my inner corner and then my brow bone as well. Okay, now that my eye look is done, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the face. I'm going to be dipping into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm gonna be grabbing the lightest shade in the palette, this one right here. I'm going to be dipping into that with my Morphe M438 brush. And I'm going to highlight certain areas of my face under my eyes just to set my concealer that I put down earlier. Oh yeah, just so I mentioned this before, I already did my concealer off camera just because I don't like taking up too much time in these videos. I don't wear foundation, I just skipped a concealer. I have a ton of other tutorials where I show you guys how I do my concealer. I just decided to skip it in today's video because I wasn't sure how long this eye look was gonna take because I knew I was dipping into a few palettes, but I have a ton of other tutorials where I show you guys how I do my concealer. If you guys want, I'll go ahead and pop them somewhere up here. And then I also always do my brows off camera. I do have an eyebrow tutorial on my channel. I'll also go ahead and link that up here somewhere if you guys want to check that out. I just like to keep these videos just a tiny bit shorter. I don't like to make them too long or past 10 minutes, so I usually like to skip that. Now I'm gonna highlight my forehead, a little bit down the bridge of my nose also, and then my chin as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and dip into some contour. I am going to be using the lightest contour shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette. I'm going to grab my Mermaid blending brush and I'm going to start contouring the sides of my forehead. And then I'm also going to go ahead and start contouring my cheekbone. The way that I contour, I always start from the very top of the ear. I work my way down the cheekbone and then I blend it upwards. Never blend it downward. Always blend upwards when in doubt. And then I go ahead and contour just a little bit of my nose, just to balance it all out. And then under my jaw as well. And then I usually just do this with the product that I have left over on the brush because contouring your jaw can look a little bit funny in person. So I always recommend doing that. It'll still get the job done and it won't look too crazy. For my blush today, I'm going to be using the Japonesque blush in the shade 02. I'm gonna grab my Morphe E4 brush, dip into that, and then just blend this out on the apples of my cheeks and then in my contour as well, just so it all looks nice and seamless. For my highlights today, I'm going to be grabbing that Wet n Wild highlight powder one more time. I'm going to use my Morphe M510 brush, dip into that powder, and then start highlighting my cheekbone. I'm going to take this matte lipstick in the shade Old Rose. Now I'm going to go ahead and use one of the Buxom Holographic Full-On Lip Polishes in the shade Savannah. And I'm going to place this mainly in the middle of my lips. Now I'm just going to go ahead and set my face with the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Aloe, Herbs, and Rose Water. And yeah, you guys, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you guys may be. I will see you guys in my next video. And remember, stay weird, my friends. Bye, you guys.